Welcome to Lunchtime Live. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Spirit, we call upon you graciously with love and light, and for the greater good of all involved. What is it that we need to know about this sweet spirit? For our greater good and with love and light, we call upon you grace. All right. Oh, goodness. Hello, welcome. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Y'all about to get red. Like, y'all about to get red for we about to get red for Phil, okay? We. I, all right. I just, I can't. So, okay. Spirit is kind of fed up with y'all because some of us are still trying to bring people along, and I'm telling you that everybody cannot come. I be saying this all the time. Everybody cannot come. Some of you have really gotten to a very comfortable place, and you feel like this is the time for me to be able to, put people on. Not quite yet, okay? They have not proven themselves. Okay, so until they've proven themselves, until they have shown that, like, I'm also working on me, I'm also doing some things, I'm also making some changes. If y'all are not on the same level or close by, it's gonna be very, very difficult for you to sustain that and maintain that relationship. So Spirit is just like, okay, you're trying to allow the jokers to come into the kingdom and the castle. Like, you want to be up on this, in this place. We're getting the Empress card. You already sat on the throne. You've already been like, I'm here. I'm initiated. I'm elevated. I'm feeling really good. Da 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 da. Which is great. That's fine. But you have people where they're still not paying attention. Okay, they're still not paying attention. They're still over here lollygagging, and you're like, you know what? Come on, y'all. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, come over here with me. Like, let's do these things. I have all of these ideas. Let's collab. Da, 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 da. But they're not there yet. They're not there yet. Okay, they aren't there. You need to go with people who are more like you. Everybody can't fit in this boat, and that's okay. The people that need to be left behind, they will find their own way, okay? This is a time to really set boundaries from these people. Even if you feel like, okay, maybe I can't just leave them now. But you can at least set boundaries. Like, you can set boundaries. There's divine partnerships trying to trying to evolve. There's people that are trying to help you. There's definitely some sort of exchange. You know, Valentine's Day is getting really close, and I see people trying to link up. I see people trying to like connect with people and like work together and partner and really kind of reflect on the next level of their relationships, whether that's romantic, platonic, business partnerships, whatever the case may be. Okay, we're getting the Two of Cups. All right. This is definitely a time where you do want to network. And I think this is that message of making sure that you're aligning yourself with the right people. Because at this point, you are not meant to be doing it by yourself. Whatever it is that you are trying to do, and like I said, this kind of goes for all types of relationships. This isn't the time for you to be doing things by yourself. If you need help, if you need to network, if you need to connect with someone, you need to really use your network wisely. If there's something that you need help, Spirit is telling me to, you've um you've done all you could by yourself at this point. So at this now, you have to call in your community. You have to call in your tribe. You have to call these people in. Okay, it's already tiring to get at this to this point. It's been a lot of work. So if you're somebody who's been questioning, is it time for me to get a team of people? Is it time for me to do this? You might want to start looking into it, okay? Because a lot of the ideas that you have at this point, you're feeling kind of defeated by the fact that maybe I won't be able to accomplish these things. When that's really not true. It's not you are going to have to ask for help. It's a imperative for you to ask for help when you need it. Ooh, oh, I feel like Spirit is fussing at me too. Oh my gosh. Okay. So don't allow yourself to get boggled down by things, okay? Because you cannot figure out how to solve whatever problems you're having right now, okay? Some of you, it is just agony, the pride, you hear me? The ego of no, I got it. I got it. I got it. I could do it. I got it. I got it. I'm going to figure out a way. When all you're doing is just making matters worse. Don't wait till the last minute, okay? Don't wait till the last minute. You have been, I don't want to say that you've done enough, but you need help right now. You need help to get further. Okay? So whatever that may be, whether you need to consult with someone or whatever the case, you have done all you could by yourself. Okay? It's time. It's time. It's time to open yourself up, to trust people. And I what? Trust people for what? Trust people? What do you mean? You want me to do what? Where? In this day and age? Trust people? That shit funny as shit to me. But Spirit is also telling me too, though, to get to the next place because it's wild because a lot of you are just straight visionaries, man. It's so beautiful. You have this vision of what life is supposed to look like and where you're trying to go, and you finally see it. All of the fog, clouds, confusion, a lot of that has been cleared out. And you're seeing things clear as day now. Okay, so it's just like that's where I want to go, but how am I gonna get there? It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle if you're still trying to do it by yourself. Okay, you'll be able to get there. Okay. Ooh. Okay. You'll still be able to get there. It might just take a little bit longer. Than maybe if you would just to ask for help. You could just get more things done. Okay. a lot of you might be feeling a little bit of a spiritual awakening, a little bit more powerful. I'm also seeing some of you guys, and once again, including myself, finally stepping into um, the idea or the role of teacher or being willing to teach. Okay, I spoke about this, I think, back in like December, maybe even earlier this month, about how now that you have reached a certain point in your life, you've changed a lot, even within the last few months. People are starting to notice, and they're going to want to know how you are doing that. Remember what I said? Remember what I said about that? People are going to be asking you, how are you doing this? How does your skin look so good? How are you staying healthy? How are you maintaining that? How are you saving so much money? How do you fly places? How do you, there, a lot of people are asking how to, okay? Do not be a gatekeeper of this information, okay? Do not be a gatekeeper of this information. The people that are coming to you, they truly want to know. They're really seeking very real information beyond Google it. They've already Googled. So now they're coming to you as like, now I need to hear somebody's testimony. So I definitely see a lot of just people just giving their testimony. Be okay with that. Be okay with sharing your testimony. You know, I never really understood what that word meant when I used to go to church. Like, I would go to church sometimes with my aunt, and I would always hear the preacher say, "Who wants to testify?" And I'm just like, isn't that what they say in court? I'm like, why are they saying testify and testimony? What does that mean? And people would speak. People would, talk about things that, they were struggling with or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, being very young, I understood like, damn, okay, like maybe this is really important stuff. Okay. But I'm 8 years old. But now that I'm understanding and I have my own fucking testimony. I am a testament of getting my life together. Um but you have to be okay with sharing your testimony. Okay? You have to be willing to talk about the hard times. Triggering some shit, it might just be really triggering for you, but there's also something very healing about telling your story. So in any way, shape, or form you feel necessary to do that, whether it's just sitting down, talking to your family, talking to your friends, um, sharing your stories on social media if that's what compels you. But it's really, really important for people to hear this stuff, and not only you just talking about it, but you also being living proof, where it's just like, I'm not just talking, because you have some people that just say that shit just to say it, right? Oh yeah, I changed and I do this and I do that, but it's very, very superficial. Okay, so for a lot of you, it has been way deeper than superficial. Even for some people who have had moments of being superficial. With If we're just being honest, okay, we're being honest, we're being real. Some of you were moving from a place of, yeah, I'm smiling and everything looks good and it's shiny and glittery and bright, but then I go home and I cry. Like, hey, love. Um, so finally getting to a place where it's just like, you know what, I'm tired, because it can be exhausting. It could be very, very exhausting. Um, Getting to do that deep shadow work, doing that deep healing, and it is starting to, people are starting to recognize it. So share the information. Okay, share the information. But once you do so, sometimes you still might have to continue on your journey. Just because you have to stop and pause and talk to somebody who might be trying to change their life doesn't necessarily mean that you need to help them any further. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make, like, I really need you all to understand that, because I know that I have a lot of healers in here, even if you don't even know that you're a healer. Some of you have, including myself, because I used to do this shit too. Some of us Some of us love healing people. They love healing people to the point where it's just like, I'm going to stop my journey so I can take care of you. Spirit is not asking you to do that. This is their journey. So, you giving them the information, that's it. You do not need to wait for them to get their shit together. Spirit is just like, be firm in this. You do not need to wait for them to get themselves together. It is up to them to make a decision to change. You cannot drag anybody along. You cannot be like, no, come on. No. Drive the motherfucking boat, okay? Like, drive the boat. Okay, here's a little gem, and I'm on my way. Don't stop. Do not stop. You have to be okay with being on to the next one. Like, on to the next one. I'm gonna bestow this information on you, and thank you. Have a good day. Like, deuces. Okay, so please, 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 just know you can give this information. You can give resources. You can give your testimony. But when that is done, it's time to go. Eight of Cups. It's time to then continue on to your journey, okay? Yes. Like, and it's so crazy you saying, lead the horse to water. We're getting the Chariot card. So yes, it is absolutely like that. Like, I will take you to where I learned, but see you. Like, see you later, and hopefully, they catch up to you.